You mentioned governments in there. I mean, I guess we're talking about China because that's probably the only other government besides Western governments that's advanced or potentially advanced. And that was the thing that came to my mind. If we pause for 6 months, there's no way they're going to pause. And if they get some highly advanced narrow AIs, they could be very scary and very dangerous. Do we know much about their advancements or what's going on? Is that
certainly China's making huge progress in artificial intelligence. They've invested billions and billions into it over the last decade. The number of scientific papers published in China has continued to grow. It may even outpace the West at this point. It was looking like approaching it last time I looked at the statistics. So China is clearly making huge progress. It has a number of advantages over the West in the AI race, one being different social norms, and it's more acceptable to have a surveillance culture, to use data, to use individual data without the same kind of social norms around data protection and regulation around data protection. They have masses of the data. They have the most people on the planet, so they have the most huge amounts of data. So China, we can assume is making really, really strong progress in artificial intelligence. And there's no question but that if the West were to stop developing AI and China marched ahead for 6 months, I mean, 6 months is a huge amount of time at the pace at which technology is developing today, at the scale of data that's available, the scale of compute power that's available, the sheer number of AI technologists and scientists coming out of universities and being trained up. The pace is blistering. So, to pause in the race would just be, it'd just be such an own goal. Why would you do it, really, is my perspective. I do acknowledge it probably comes from a place of caring for humanity. However, there are other ways to care better for humanity in the AI race. Decentralization being one of them, and kindness, loving, compassion built into every single model, both from an engineering perspective as well as from a societal perspective, a data training perspective, a data cleansing perspective, from every single angle that we can.
So let's talk timelines, because when you and I spoke, I was at your event last Wednesday, we said every day counts because things are moving so fast and growing exponentially. Zarka is obviously a main priority for you. What is the plan for Zarka over the next 6-7 months and then over the next 2 years? What do you need to do? Because it looks like you're putting a lot of your resources on this and your top people on this, including you and Ben and Sergey and your incredible team.
Alexei, Matt, Mihaela Uluru, and Chris Poulin. Yes, we've assembled a team of, I would say, unparalleled expertise and brilliance. I would challenge anyone to show me a more incredibly brilliant and highly expert and motivated team, all of whom have strong relationships with each other, and we're aligned behind a giant and inspiring vision. So I have great confidence in the team, in the leadership, and in the proposition. So we are now currently undergoing at pace a seed funding round. We're raising $15 million. This will enable us to buy our first cluster of GPUs and train our proof of concept model. So by the end of 2023, we will have our first Neuro-Symbolic AGI-ish technique infused large language model, large multimodal model, developed by the end of this year to proof of concept. That will then lead us into our Series A funding, if you like, which is another $100 million, $130 million to buy large-scale GPUs, and then also some additional 70 million or so to hire the resources, 120, 30 AI and data scientists, the ethics teams, the guardrails teams, the product teams, etc. So we're progressing at great pace, and really thrilled to work with you on this, Brian. It's been a pleasure. Hard to believe we only met in person less than a week ago. I think we only met on Zoom possibly a little over a week ago. You're a man of action and a man of pace, which very much matches our culture at SingularityNet, with your heart in the right place. So it's wonderful to work with you on this. That's our trajectory. We expect to be starting to build our first proof of concept data center with our advanced GPU configuration methods by May or June of this year.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.